planning a 1,200-mile trip in a vehicle you've never seen before. And you don't know exactly what you're in for, so.
Waiting here outside my office for the train. Getting ready to head out to Phoenix, get the Mini Cooper S, our new race car. Ready for this adventure. Apparently there was somebody laying on the track, and we had to stop and wait for him. Little update here. Had an eventful trip. I met my first layover here in El Paso. Headed to Phoenix next. I board here in about 20 minutes, but on the DART, the railway system in Dallas getting to DFW, we stopped a few minutes before getting to the airport, and the driver was blaring on the horn, and there was apparently a person laying across the tracks that was not moving. So I don't know what was going on there, but they got the cops involved and pulled the person off the track and into the car. And then when I get out, the airline I'm on is super small, or the airplane I'm on is a super small airplane, and the AC was not working, so it was burning up. And the lady sitting directly in front of me was freaking out before we took off, acting like she was about to throw up, acting really nauseous, and talking to the flight attendant every 2 minutes. Luckily she didn't, but it's probably the most eventful day of travel I've had in a very long time. Alright, I'm here with my uncle. He picked me up from the airport last night, which was a mishap of itself. Got to the airport, landed at around 7:45 p.m. Was on the taxiway for about 20-25 minutes before we finally got to the gate and got off the plane. And then I'm sitting around the luggage carousel waiting for my luggage for about 45 minutes before I went and started talking to somebody. Nothing came out. They said it was scanned at the airport, so it's there somewhere, but they don't know where it's at. They were basically saying, well, it's here, but we just don't know where it is here. But it's here, as if it's here was going to comfort me somehow. But then I was in the process of filing a claim, and then I decided to walk around one last time, and it had been pushed over to the corner and somewhere on the other side of the room. And after I got to it, there was this notice of baggage inspection. And the reason I had to check the bag was because I have all my tools. So I'm sure coincidentally all of those tools and jumper cables and the jumper cables and everything were apparently suspicious for them. So yeah, so I ended up having to wait an hour while my uncle was outside driving the circle at Phoenix Harbor Airport.
Sky Harbor
Airport, waiting for me. Yeah. But we're here in the morning now, going to Copart to go pick up this $725 Mini Cooper that we just got. So what are your thoughts on everything?
It's the way all true adventures begin. It should be with a couple of setbacks and planning a 1,200-mile trip in a vehicle you've never seen before, and you don't know exactly what you're in for. So this is exciting. I don't think it's going to be that bad. I just think that Isaac's nerves are probably going to be pretty hairy for the first couple of hours on the road, which is awesome. It keeps you alive. Makes you feel good, makes you glad to be alive. We live in America. You can buy a wrecked car and drive it across country all in the same day.
Waiting here at the entrance gate for them to open up. It's currently 7:35 and they open at 8.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. Get to actually see exactly what Isaac's driving home.
Hopefully. There it is. About to come out of the gate. They were working on it for about 15 minutes trying to get the door open. It looked like the front door was locked. Yep. Battery was dead. Just hooked it up to my uncle's car, about to test it for the first time. Started right up. We are here across the street. Right over there is Copart, waiting for the windshield guy. I had expected that this would have been totaled. Looks like somebody or something rolled over the hood, hit the windshield right there, and I was kind of expecting that this part of the vehicle would have been bent in a little bit, and maybe the canvas top here was damaged or something with that. But everything looks like it's in perfect shape, at least structurally. And the only thing that looks like it's messed up is the hood and the windshield here. We are going to need a new front headlight and a new blinker down there under it, and the hood, or we might just try and bend this hood out. I don't know yet. Other than that, the battery's completely dead. It has to be jumped to get started. But look what's directly across the street. Advanced Auto Parts. So while I'm sitting here waiting for the windshield guy to get here, I'm going to be swapping out the battery. And the battery does look like it's a new battery. The tires look to be in really good shape. They are Cooper tires, of course. And the rotors, if you look at the rotors, they're drilled and slotted. So who knows what's been done to this thing. Looks like it was kept up really nice. The interior's in good shape. You can't really tell now because it's real dirty and glass all over the place from the windshield breaking, but that's where we're at now. It's a good little vehicle. Drove it on the road, floored it a few times, and it did great. So that's where we're at, waiting for the windshield and changing the battery out. I was trying to figure out how to get this little bezel out, but I was wondering what this stuff was. It looks like it's fur from an animal, and there's a little bit of dried blood. So something, a coyote or I don't know what, but rolled and hit the windshield, and now we got a race car on our hands. We got the window guy here. We got the old window out. We got the battery in there charging, seeing if it's still good or not. It's an AGM battery, but there's only 4 volts on the battery left, so it's most likely bad. But I figured I'd just get it charging while I'm waiting for the windshield here, and see if it's a good one still. Just finishing up here. We're leaving this part off. There was a foam insert that went under, and then there's like a plastic trim piece that goes around here. The plastic trim was mostly broken, but the foam was in good shape. You can see the foam over here is in good, or the plastic piece is still good. But yeah, so about to hit the road after to see if this battery charging is good. Well, got the battery charged and installed. New windshield in. Got to leave those pieces of masking tape on for 24 hours. The only thing that's on is this, looks like it's a door open light, or maybe it's the convertible top. I'm not exactly sure, but that's all the doors are firmly closed. So other than that, there's no check engine light, no nothing. It's a great little vehicle. It's got the Harman Kardon radio.
Our history today by the past of anyone
Here I am, driving 70 miles an hour, Arizona. Just cruising right along. I do not condone using your cell phone or filming while operating a motor vehicle. But here I am, everything's running smooth. I think we got a heck of a deal on this one. So if the rest of the trip runs this smoothly, I will be very pleased. Well, I got stopped by the state trooper. He is listened to the story, got all my paperwork, and I think he's going to get me off with a warning. Not entirely sure, but told him about the race, told him about the whole journey, and I think I looked out on this one. I still got a lot of miles to drive, though. Officer gave me a warning, luckily. So back on the road. Gotta get in the mood.
One eternity later.
I'm your man, I can start right now. And we shook hands and said the fence needs fixing, the beaches need picking, and the cows need bringing round.
Pulling into El Paso now. For those of you who don't know, I came in from the west. I'm on the west side, crossing around UTEP right now. UTEP is the University of Texas at El Paso. It's right here on the left. The Sun Bowl is right up here, right on the other side of these mountains right here. And there's Mexico. Here, I'm on I-10 currently, but I-10 and the border highway is pretty much the last little bit of the U.S. and then Mexico's right on the other side. Those lights right there, that's Mexico. So here's UTEP, Mexico, America. Just met this little mini, but already making some serious moves here. 90K, that's a big deal. We're getting serious. For anyone who doesn't know, Chico's Tacos is an El Paso staple. And every time I come to visit, I try to come eat here. I'll show you some videos of what the food looks like. But anybody driving through I-10 or anything needs to definitely make a stop. This is Chico's. It's basically flautas with some cheese and a tomato sauce with some pureed jalapenos. Pro tip, soak your fries in the juice. About to get started on day 2. It's very, very, very cold this morning here in El Paso. You can see one of my headlights works, the other one does not. It's about 4:30, trying to get out of here before I hit traffic on the way out, and in Midland, and also get to Dallas before traffic hits. So yeah, about to hit the road. Yesterday I rode with the back seats folded down, but I folded them up today in efforts to maybe make it a little bit quieter. Also, if you notice, the little light that was up on the dash that I thought was the door or something light that was showing that it was something was open. It's because the hood wasn't fully closed. It feels like it's closed, but you got to push down a little bit, latch it in a little bit better, and then once I did that, the light went away. So no dash lights on the car whatsoever. Drives like a champ. Hopefully makes it the rest of the way to DFW. We are pulling up to the Border Patrol station, the inspection checkpoint station on the way out of El Paso. It's been about an hour and a half, 2 hours since I left. And I don't believe that's going to be a problem not having license plates or anything like that, because I don't think Border Patrol can enforce DOT rules and regulations, but we're about to find out. So hopefully this isn't the end of the journey. If you don't hear from me, tell Shelby I love her. I made it out alive, and it was very uneventful. Went right through, you know, they asked the regular, are you a U.S. citizen, and drove through. They had a drug dog out there, so I passed the drug dog inspection, which means there's no secret hidden drugs in the vehicle that were hidden here before I purchased it, which is good. So yeah, keep on trucking. Looks like it's going to be a nice sunrise. Ignore all the bug beds on the window. I can neither confirm or deny that I was trying to see what the governor was on this little Mini Cooper, and that is not at 125.
Long trip all the way Coming in hot. Coming in. Le Mans it is. All the way from Phoenix. Yeah, buddy. That supercharger.
Mr. Hotshot sitting in there with the top down.